5,000 to 1. Those were the odds for Arsenal to win the league invincible in 2004. The same odds as it was for Leicester to win it in 2015. These are regarded as two of the greatest achievements in the world of football, and so they should be. But there was a team that were one game away from claiming an achievement with odds of over 18,000 to 1. That team was Bayer Leverkusen, and the story behind it all is simply too good to be true. When Xabi Alonso accepted the job to take over as Leverkusen's first team manager, they were sat 17th. But his story begins way before then. After his retirement in 2017, he got his badges and became the coach of Real Madrid's under-14s before joining Real Sociedad to become the head coach of their B team. This was his first taste of success as a manager, where he took them from Spain's third tier up to the Segunda division. Yes, they were relegated the following season, but Alonso's career as a top coach was only going up. Because in 2022, he took over Leverkusen, who sat second bottom. You see, over their lifetime as a club, they were given the unfortunate nickname of Neverkusen. This was because they were laughed at for never winning the Bundesliga, despite coming so close on a few occasions, including one where the coach for Unterhaching claimed there's a 99% chance Leverkusen will be champions, only to then lose the title on the final day thanks to a Michael Ballack own goal. This only got worse in 2002 though, where they really did cement themselves as Neverkusen.
That's been taunted as Neverkusen for years.
They were top of the Bundesliga for the majority of the second half of the season, through to the final of the DFB Pokal, and beat the likes of Barcelona, Juventus, Liverpool and Manchester United to reach the final of the Champions League. They were on the verge of an historic and unprecedented treble. However, they threw away the league, lost 4-2 to Schalke in the DFB Pokal, and then Zinedine Zidane did this.
Hooked into the penalty area towards Zidane!
Eventually, after 4 runners-up finishes in 6 seasons, rival fans began to sing, "You'll never be champions." Things got so bad that the parent company, Bayer AG, then trademarked the German word for Neverkusen, Visikusen. So how come all these years later, they've gone from here to here? Well, it's because the term Neverkusen has a whole new meaning, from never winning to never losing. But there's a story even greater than Xabi's rise, and that's the exclusive deal that today's sponsor Surfshark VPN has got ready for the Euros. Because like many of the teams facing against Leverkusen, your online privacy can be leaky. For example, public Wi-Fi. Right now, I'm on a train, and thanks to Surfshark, my online privacy is kept, well, private. It doesn't stop there though. Like Leverkusen's Invincible campaign, we can keep going. Maybe you're planning to jet off to the Euros, but the price is too high. Well, thanks to Surfshark, you can get the best deals online when shopping. And if you are abroad and feel like you'll miss the England game because you can't get the English channels, well, with Surfshark you can change your location and bang, you've got them. Or even if you are in the UK and feel like watching my favourite film, Interstellar, you can virtually hop over to the US and watch it on Prime or Paramount, or even go to Canada and watch it on Netflix. And if that wasn't good enough, by using my code SCORE or clicking the link in the description, you can get an extra 4 months free, plus there's even a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if for whatever reason you ain't happy, you're sorted. It's all one big win-win with Surfshark VPN. To start with, Xabi Alonso got the team from the terrible 17th they were in up to a 6th place finish, whilst also reaching the semi-finals of the Europa League on the way in his first season. He claimed an average of 1.7 points per game, which matches a certain Jurgen Klopp in his first season at Dortmund. What's made Leverkusen's rise to stardom even more emphatic though is the fact that they've done it playing beautiful football. Each player on that pitch plays like they're 5 steps ahead of the other team. With each pass they play, they know where the next 3 will go, which makes defending against them nigh on impossible. Thus, it's no surprise that they've scored 89 goals in the league this season, averaging out at 2.62 per game. The trick behind this is Xabi Alonso's playstyle. 5 players covering the defence, with 5 players leading the attack. It sounds too simple to be true, but at the end of the day, it's simple math which provides his team with the perfect balance. This is visible on the pitch too. As you can see, the attack is spread across the front lines extremely evenly. Furthermore, their method of building up the pitch makes it a nightmare to defend against. They often like to utilise close, tight-knit boxes to bounce quick, short passes on one side of the pitch, drawing in the other team, before then swiftly switching the play to the other side of the pitch where one of the forwards or wing-backs backs are free, as the opposing team will have been drawn towards the ball, leaving them with lots of room. But who's the glue that holds all this together? Granit Xhaka. That's right, the man who once argued with his own fans that Arsenal was signed by Alonso in the summer and was key for them completing an almost invincible treble season. You see, he's grown into a real leader within the squad, with his game evolving to actually resemble the likes of Xabi Alonso himself. Now, is he on the same pound for pound level of quality as the Spaniard? Well, of course not. However, there's no denying that he's the most important player in the team, dictating the tempo of the game all by himself. He wasn't the only new face Alonso brought in to cement the foundations of this new Leverkusen though. Victor Boniface came in up front, taking the league by storm as an instant success, finishing the season with 21 goals despite missing 3 months through injury. Grimaldo was another who came in, who despite being a fullback, much like his right-sided counterpart Frimpong, was a high-flying winger at times, creating chances out wide. Likewise with Hoffman, who along with Wirtz offers creative help in quick transitions, whilst using his high energy and ability as an all-rounder to track back, which is vital in Xabi's 50-50 system, as it's imperative the team wins the ball back quickly and efficiently. It's like taking the possession domination of a Pep team, as well as the fluidity of attack you would find in a Carlo Ancelotti side, and combining it with well-structured gegenpressing. Basically, Alonso combined all the best attributes of the managers he's played under during his career and combined it with the modern foundations that German football is built upon. And each of his new signings were perfectly picked to suit this system, with Alonso stating, "To prepare for this year, we started thinking about these strategic players in strategic positions who could make us and where we could be better." However, the big name amongst them all is of course the German wonderkid Florian Wirtz. The 21-year-old achieved a fantastic 38 goals and assists in 47 games this season. His creative freedom has been essential for the team's success, and it's something Xabi Alonso has made a focal point for his team. He wants them to play without fear. He wants them to play with his hearts, stating, "That's something that I really push. It's not about being robots. It's not about we always have to do this, and if you don't do this, you're going to be on the bench." It's this freedom along with Alonso's intensity which finds many teams failing to keep up, resulting in the simply astonishing 17 90+ minute goals to save their invincible run this season, which went on to be the longest run in the history of football, beating the previous record holders Benfica, who went 48 games unbeaten between 1963 and 1965. It's because they're so compact, organised, fast and ruthless that the other team are tired out by the 90th minute. Meaning they will always give up that one chance that Leverkusen need right at the end. What's so dramatic about all these 90+ minute goals, however, is how many of them literally saved their season altogether. 5 of them helped Leverkusen come back from defeat to draw the game, and another 6 being late winners. The craziest of which is of course the 2 90th minute goals against Karabag in the Europa League quarter-finals, which sent them through to play West Ham, where they scored another 90th minute goal. Unfortunately though, despite the run to the Europa League final being the stuff of dreams for this Leverkusen team, it was also the nightmare they all knew would one day come and haunt them, bringing us onto the final. As I said, the odds of them completing the treble of the Bundesliga, DFB Pokal and Europa League at the start of the season was an incredible 18,206 to 1. That's just a 0.005% chance. In spite of that, they were 1 Europa League final away from completing it all invincible. So you could have doubled, tripled, even quadrupled those odds. Nonetheless, Atalanta had something to say about it all. A hat-trick from Ademola Lookman sealed the easy 3-0 win for the Italian side, with Leverkusen looking nothing like the team they had become renowned for in the 51 unbeaten games prior. Their resolve was being tested right from minute 1, but a mixture of Xabi Alonso trying out an unorthodox tactic of no recognised standout striker in tandem with Atalanta's relentless pressing left Leverkusen with nowhere to go, and ultimately giving up their chances of completing the biggest achievement in football history of an invincible treble, all without any kind of fight. Xabi Alonso even admitted that it was too demanding to play against Atalanta before going on to say, "We didn't play well and we had too many problems. Today today we had a bad day. It hurts that it's happened in a big game like this, but we must accept it. And accept it they did, as they were back to winning games in the DFB Pokal Final to round out the season, with a wonder strike from Granit Xhaka sealing the win and the trophy. Regardless of the fact that they failed at the final hurdle, Leverkusen can hold their heads up high, ending their Leverkusen curse by becoming the first team in Bundesliga history to win the title invincible, whilst also picking up another domestic trophy on the way, making it their first season with a major trophy won since 1993 with a domestic double. You guys also agreed that despite not ending in the fairy tale we all hoped it could, Leverkusen's 23-24 season will forever go down as one of the greatest in football history.